Thank you, Madam Chair, for being here again. I just want to clarify a few things I think some of my colleagues made. I'm not aware of anybody who doesn't want to amend Dodd-Frank, including me. I want to amend it. I just don't want to gut it. Good amendments, thoughtful amendments, all for them. Gutting it, totally against. And that's pretty much the only bills we've been offered, is offered bills that would gut them.
Will the gentleman yield?
They're not going to get, not right now, no. But thank you.
Hold my request.
Too big to fail? I agree. We should do more on it. That's why I offered the bill to bring back Glass-Steagall. All my colleagues are welcome to join that bill. That's why I offered H.R. 888 that the community bankers support. All my colleagues are welcome to join that bill. And that's why I joined my colleague on the other side, Mr. Garrett. Now, my God, if you're not paying attention, when Garrett and I can agree on H.R. 2625 that directly relates to the Fed's ability to bail out banks. All my colleagues are welcome to join that bill as well. I know Ms. Yellen wouldn't like that bill, and I appreciate that, but it doesn't kill you. It just kind of squeezes a little harder. There are bills that are out there to do more. All you can do is read them and join us. If Garrett and I can do it, you sure as hell can find a way to do it. Don't get used to me and Garrett working together either, but that's a different issue. Ms. Yellen, let's assume, for the sake of discussion, that we had a large bank, a big SIFI, one you're keeping a very close eye on, that over the last 5 years has had 16 enforcement actions against them, including one from the Fed. Let's assume the bank had a Fed fine of $85 million. And in that agreement, the consent agreement that they signed with you, they said, or you said, internal controls are not adequate to detect and prevent instances when certain of its sales personnel, in order to meet sales performance standards and receive incentive compensation, altered or falsified income documents and inflated prospective borrowers' incomes to qualify those borrowers for loans that they would not otherwise have been qualified to receive. That was 2011. They're just obviously hypothetical, of course. And since that time, we've had 15 other violations across the board with pretty much every alphabet agency you can find: DOJ, CFPB, OCC, FinCEN, FHA, SEC, NCUA, and pretty much every state in the nation, totaling almost $11 billion in fines. Those actions included defrauding student loans, mortgage holders, credit unions, identity protection, kickbacks, insider trading, defrauding Freddie, defrauding Fannie, worker health issues, discriminating against African Americans and Hispanics, defrauding investors, foreclosure abuses, and on and on and on. And then just this year, earlier, when you rejected their living will, your letter cited concerns about quality control, senior management oversight, accuracy, the consistency of financial and other information reported, even though the firm's leadership steering committee had input to the plan. And now we have a same bank, just defrauded $2.5 million of its own customers. Its own customers. I'm sorry, $1.5 million. Don't you think it's time the Fed does something? How long does this stuff go on before you get outraged and take action?
Well, as you pointed out, we have done something. The action that you described in 2011.
You know that an $85 million fine to this bank is laughable. You know that. I know you know that. It's a lot of money to me and everybody I know. But to this bank, they made $23 billion last year. God bless them. They're a very successful bank. An $85 million bank is barely a footnote in their annual report, and you know that.
Well, as you pointed out, many regulators have been involved in...
Well, I'm going to have my fun with them, too. It's just your turn today.
So we're, in the case of this institution, we're the supervisor of the holding company. We have already instituted a review of all of the largest banking organizations because we are very concerned with all of the compliance problems and violations of laws.
You know they're
that have
laughing at you,
occurred.
right? You know they're laughing at you.
The time
Well,
of
we
the
will-
gentleman from Massachusetts has